Good morning. Good afternoon. Good morning, everyone. I know. I'm glad you speak Spanish a little bit. Hey. Oh, great. Welcome to the Barclays Center. We're gonna have Romero versus Tank Davis. What can you tell us about this event?
This event is huge, monumental. You got the big fish Tank right now, but against Rollys, he's in a small pond, and Rollys is a bigger fish. The styles is what makes the fights in boxing. And with that being said, Rolly's style is great to defeat Tank Davis. Tank Davis' style is not great to defeat Rolly Romero. So there you have, and I'm not being biased because he's my fighter. I'm just saying, if you watch any fights, you know styles make fights.
Yes, of course.
It's the truth. We've seen Tank many times. They haven't seen Rolly. You've not seen the best of Rolly. You've seen the best of Tank because he done been down and came back. You didn't see the best of him. You go down against Rolly, you're not coming back.
It's a great thing that you address that eventually people hasn't seen yet the skills of Rolly, because eventually when Rolly comes and fights someone, we always see knockouts.
The better they are and the more balls they have, the harder they fall. Because to beat a guy up that doesn't want to engage is very hard. To beat a guy up that wants to engage is easy. That's why he uses the term Tank gonna run into something, because he doesn't know where we're coming from. He's used to this jab, repeating punches. Skill set completely different. And I don't teach power. I teach skills and striking and bone structure. You cannot teach power. You gotta be born with it.
There you go. So definitely on this day when the fight comes, we're gonna see something different on Rolly that people hasn't seen it yet.
You're gonna see the same thing unless Tank steps his game up. There will maneuver and switch into what we need. It's called adaptation. We're gonna adapt into that, and we're gonna get him there. If he switches again, now we switch again as well. So between the rounds, that's where this is gonna be a chess match. So they're used to playing checkers. We're used to playing chess. We come from a martial arts, judo background, striking, and boxing. Rolly, to me, honestly, they try to play with his boxing skills. Rolly can box. He has great legs, great movement, and great defense. Out of 14 fights, you see Rolly got hit less than 10 times. Hit. Understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
That further lets you know who got better defense. Second of all, his skill set has got him here in 14 fights. It takes another guy a lot more fights to get there, and he started at 17 years old. So we're in the lab every day. Every day we're in the lab. We're not bullshitting. We're not teaching power. That's the stupidest shit I've heard in my life. You don't teach power. So when Mr. Ford, Calvin Ford says it, or Tank say, it really irritates my spirit to show that they have some type of lack of knowledge about power. You don't teach it. Now you can enhance it, you can sharpen it, you can tighten up the skill set, but you can't teach that. You're born with that.
So definitely we're gonna see something out different when Rolly steps in the ring with Gervonta Davis. What can you say about yourself being the coach, and what does it mean this to be in the corner of Romero?
This is the biggest moment of my life as a boxing coach. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of Romero. I'm so proud of his father, of our team, Larry Wade, for strength and conditioning. I'm so proud of us to be able to get to this juncture in life in the sport that he loves. This sport is an amazing sport. It's one of the oldest sports in the history of sports. And it's still one of the best in the history of sports. So for us to be on Showtime pay-per-view in Brooklyn, New York, the newest hotspot, Barclays, that is major. That is extremely major. So I'm elated, I'm happy, he's happy, and we're gonna capitalize on this situation like some fat rats eating some cheese. Is that what I'm saying? So that's just the beautiful thing about it. It's the energy is positive, the skills, the conditioning, the whole puzzle has come together now. So it's going to be a good display of speed, power, strength, and boxing and fighting. In every boxing match, what happens? A fight breaks out.
Yep.
Who's the better fighter?
Exactly. You being as a coach, and with all due respect to you, I know you come from mixed martial arts, now boxing and everything. Do you put yourself sometimes in a position where you see something that you could learn from a different coach? Let's say an example.
That's a great question.
Let's say an example right now, Coach Eddie Reynoso. Because myself, I always learn every day. I'm not the type of person that I know everything.
Yes.
So do you put yourself in when you study certain, let's say an example, Canelo Alvarez? Do you put yourself to study a little bit of skills or something like that, so you could teach your fighters?
Every bit of information that works in a fight, I download that information. If it's from Canelo, if it's from Tank, it could be from anybody. So none of us is born with this supreme boxing knowledge. We all have to learn it. We all have to study. We all have to go to the lab. Understand what I'm saying? So that's a great question, because my coaches, Eddie Muhammad Mustafa, living legend, Mike McCullough, they still help me in the gym with my fighters.
Interesting.
I pay homage to the guys that's done this and built world champions. You know what I mean? So if you've had the blueprint right and you've made champions multiple times, I'm studying you. You better believe it. You know what I'm saying? I study Eddie Futch. People don't even remember who that is. You say, Richard Steele. You know what I mean? I've studied a lot of great trainers. People don't even know, Emmanuel Stewart never had a professional fight. I study him. Custom model. You know what I'm saying?
And make it a better fighter.
And you put all the notes into one thing and you study them and you work on them. You experiment with them in the gym. When you see the outcome, you're like, I would have never thought that, but that shit works. And that means I have no ego. I don't have an ego. I'm not an egotistical coach. So I'm able to bring in Yoel Casamayor to help in the camp. I'm able to bring in, the last camp I brought in Otis Pemberton. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to bring in, like I said, Mike McCullough and Eddie Mustafa, you know what I'm saying, into the camps. Because they have supreme knowledge. And I seek supreme knowledge for the betterment of my fighters and my legacy and their championship runs.
Great. I know we're going to see this match on May. It's going to happen, lightweight division. And I feel like there are more fights coming up in the lightweight division, because we got Lomachenko, we got Cambosos right now, that he's the one who has all the titles. Everyone is targeting him. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. What do you think about this lightweight division?
This lightweight division is the best division in boxing, because there's so many different talents and they got so many different promotions and so many things out there. So for us to be the black horse, Rolly's a black horse in the lightweight division. In every conversation you see, they don't say Rolly's name for a reason, purposely. You talk to another lightweight, you talk to an interviewer that's, you know, biased to another fighter, they don't mention Rolly's name. How you don't mention the guy that's on Showtime pay-per-view? How you don't mention the guy that's fighting that guy?
Good question.
You see what I'm saying? So when you talk about the 135-pound division, you're talking about the ultimate division right now in boxing. All the power, all the fights, all the belts, you know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of different styles of fighters. It's like rolling the dice at this division for most of these guys. I'm telling you right now, they rolling the dice. You roll the dice when you fight Rolling.
Great. Before we wrap it up with the interview, thanks for the time and everything. What message would you like to bring and add to this interview, please?
I'd just like to say to all the fighters out there that people don't believe in, and all the fighters that get the short end of the stick, keep believing in yourself. All the trainers that don't get the recognition, keep doing what you do. You put your time and energy into those fighters. I applaud you guys for all that. And these fighters, you may have not a great amateur career, but as a pro, it's a style make fight business. You can be successful in a pro, so don't let nobody talk you down. Believe in yourself, believe in the higher power, and you can do what you want to do in this world. As a man thinketh, so shall he be.
Great. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate for the time.